Interest rates have risen more than 150 basis points over the last couple of months, and everyone's wondering what effect that's going to have. I talked to a lot of small and medium-sized SFR portfolio owners, dozens and dozens of institutional firms that buy and aggregate portfolios of single-family rentals, and a lot of these firms that I talk to also do build for rent. What I can talk to is the ground level and tactical information that I'm picking up from clients that I talk to on both the buy side and the sell side. On the SFR portfolio side, what I'm seeing a palatable change in mostly is the offer quality across most of the funds that I sell portfolios to on a regular basis. It seems like it reached like a fever pitch about 3 to 6 months ago. And ever since inflation has reached record highs of more than 8%, ever since the interest rates have spiked, the foot has seemed to be taken off the gas somewhat. And the offer quality that I'm seeing on a lot of portfolios aren't as aggressive as I saw even 3 to 6 months ago. It's hard for me to think that a lot of the portfolio owners that I've been talking to that weren't quite ready to sell, kind of waiting for what they think is the top of the market, and unless things swing back in the other direction, the crest of the wave is now past. And now we're kind of on the backside of the wave where it's still certainly a great time to sell a portfolio because there are lots of funds out there with lots of money and they're all trying to deploy capital and they're being more aggressive than they were in recent history. But because of the environment and kind of the unsure nature of what's happening right now, I feel like until things shift, news comes out about whether or not home sales remain strong, appreciation remains strong, rent growth remains strong, I don't think buyers are going to get more aggressive than they are right now. In fact, I see it going the opposite way. For SFR portfolio owners, what I always say is if you're an owner and you want to keep your portfolios through the next cycle and you have the wherewithal and the desire to wait it out for the next 3, 4, 5 years, then it's fine. Owners of portfolios that are really trying to time this thing because they want to get out, they want to eliminate management responsibility, they want to retire, liquidate some of their holdings so they can possibly have more cash in the bank for the next cycle where if prices do come down, they'll be in a better position to buy. Now might be a good time to look at what's going on and think, well, is it going to only get better or is it only going to get worse? And I don't necessarily see things getting much better. I see things having a bigger opportunity or more likely to go the other way. So if you're a seller, obviously, what I'm telling people is right now is probably the best time you can exit your portfolio without having to wait through the next real estate cycle. On the build for rent side, I don't think that the builders are feeling the pain just yet. I think there's a certain amount of anxiety amongst builders, not knowing if the higher interest rates, the higher inflation is going to affect the retail homebuyer market. I can't imagine it's not. I can't imagine it's not going to affect the ability for first time and move up homebuyers to buy homes this spring, this summer and beyond. So whether or not this will facilitate builders thinking more about selling their inventory down the build for rent path and whether or not this higher interest rate environment is going to facilitate more build for rent product coming to market, that's kind of an effect that I'm looking forward to seeing. Certainly there's a big swath of investors looking to pick up new construction inventory, especially at completion in C of O. And I'm wondering if builders are going to take some risk off the table and engage firms like mine as brokers or firms directly as buyers for completed homes at CO in all kinds of markets throughout the United States. So interesting time. I feel like things are shifting and I feel like those who keep their heads about them are going to do really well. Those that are okay with sitting on the fence might find the opportunity to maximize their exit slowly dissipating as time moves on. Just my 2 cents that I'd share with you guys. Thanks a lot for listening.